Welcome to the PANDAS Collective, where you will find monthly complementary expressive arts and play-based interventions to support families whose children have been diagnosed with PANDAS or any medical health challenge. What is the PANDAS Collective? PANDAS is a pediatric autoimmune disease associated with neuropsychiatric disorders caused by strep infections. PANDAS was and still is considered a controversial diagnosis, with many Western medicine doctors refusing to recognize or who do not know enough about it. Often PANDAS is misdiagnosed and children are prescribed drugs and treatments to pacify their associated behaviors and symptoms instead of getting to the root cause. Because of this, many insurance companies do not cover some treatments, devastating families and stripping them of their financial resources. Often mental health support is last on the list of therapeutic necessities. Therefore, I aim to give the children challenged with PANDAS or any pediatric illness, their siblings and caregivers with practices that would otherwise be too costly. As a PANDAS advocate, I am regularly contacted by panicked and concerned parents, not only about their child with medical and health challenges, but also for the siblings of the child being challenged. Outside of a comforting and assuring phone call and offering medical treatment referrals, I leave them with no psycho-emotional support, at least not until now. Why interventions are beneficial? When families with children face medical and health challenges, this may be incredibly distressing and confusing for the primary caregivers and their children. Undergoing medical testing and procedures may trigger heightened stress and trauma for those navigating pediatric illness, especially an often misunderstood disorder such as PANDAS. It is important to note that children physiologically respond to trauma, adversity, and stress differently and can often be misinterpreted for behavioral differences. Dr. Bruce Perry, the Senior Fellow of the Child Trauma Academy, has developed the neurosequential model of therapeutics, which shows how exposure to trauma and childhood adversity may impact a young child's brain, aligning with a specific mental state. Therefore, a child responding in a hyperarousal continuum will exhibit maladaptive behaviors such as resistance, defiance, or aggression. Conversely, a child responding in a dissociative continuum will exhibit maladaptive behaviors such as compliance, dissociation, or even fainting. When a child with PANDAS or another pediatric medical condition struggles, it can be terrifying for the sibling or siblings to witness symptom management and care. Moreover, they may feel that their own psycho-emotional needs are not being met as much of the family's financial, time, and emotional resources are being focused on the child who is not well. It is critical to remain attentive and vigilant to all children involved and to understand that just because a child is acting in a way that may appear passive and pleasing is not necessarily because they are a good kid, but because they are dissociating from the adversity. Furthermore, when one understands that these reactive behaviors are healthy and normal in that they are keeping the child safe and functional, we will stop blaming children who become disruptive or dissociative. These children need to know that these maladaptive behaviors are only in response to an emergent familial circumstance and are with them now, but not who they are. Through expressive arts and play-based interventions, we can cultivate an attunement with our youth to understand what their triggers and behaviors are communicating. When we connect to their needs and feelings, we can support them in identifying their distress with unconditional love and support. Because children's right brain develops more rapidly, they may find using words to communicate challenging. Play and creativity are more closely related to their developmental language, and integrating these activities creates a safe space where they can feel seen, heard, and understood. Play and art-based interventions are considered beneficial for youth because they utilize the brain's limbic system and prefrontal cortex to allow children to express and explore their emotions in a symbolic and nonverbal way and foster their cognitive and emotional development. Moreover, play and creativity is engaging and enjoyable for children. It creates a positive and nurturing environment that allows them to be comfortable and develop an alliance with their caregiver and other family members, and reduces anxiety and stress. So why is this important to me? I am a parent of a child diagnosed with PANDAS 9 years after their initial presentation of symptoms. This disorder is incredibly close to home and heart. When my child was finally treated, none of their medical treatments were covered by insurance, and we spent all that we had on their care and had very little left to provide emotional support to them or their sibling. My child, who struggled with PANDAS, is now 17 years old and is healthy and thriving. I became an integrative life coach and returned to school to become a licensed clinical psychotherapist focusing on expressive arts therapy because my children have inspired me. Traveling alongside them on this journey called life has influenced me in ways I could never have dreamed of. It has been and continues to be a privilege and honor. The PANDAS Collective is my gift to all parents and primary caregivers seeking interventions to support their children. This YouTube channel is a space to connect, receive psycho-emotional resources, and be inspired through the magic of art and play. You are not alone. Please come back and visit each month, where you will receive your complimentary expressive arts and play-based support and resources. And if this content resonates with you, I warmly invite you to subscribe, hit the like button, and share any comments below so that we can foster a supportive community.